Hello boys and girls and welcome to ALD. Now today we're going to be doing some spelling word writing. And so we're going to need something. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, is everything okay? Mr. T, you haven't finished the story. Story? What story are you talking about? The story from yesterday. Boys and girls, you remember. Oh, you mean this story? Yes, that's the one. I was just kidding, boys and girls. We are going to finish this, but in a little while, I'm going to put up another video, and we're going to do our writing. So we will need some writing stuff, but we've got to finish this. Thank you very much, Red. Thank you, Mr. T. Thank you, boys and girls. And she's off. Wow. There's a lot of fast puppets around here. Now, this is Creepy Pair of Underwear, and we started it yesterday. And then I gave you an assignment for you to finish the story. And I liked reading what I saw so far. Hopefully, I get some more in. So let's go through this story real quick. Jasper and his mom went shopping. He saw some underwear that he thought were super cool. And they're super creepy and super comfy. And he guaranteed Mom that he wouldn't be scared because he's a big rabbit. He was pretty happy with his underwear. But they glowed and were kind of scary. So he started to have second thoughts, and he tried to hide them in different areas, but he could still see that glow. And poor Jasper was getting pretty desperate. Tried to get rid of his underwear, not because he was scared, just because they were bright. But guess what? They kept coming back. So he mailed them off to China. He got them back. He cut them up with his mom's best sewing scissors. And he thought, I'm free, they're gone, but they're back. And so he went by. Oh, and look at that, creepy carrots. Remember they built that fence up, or had Jasper build that fence? Yeah, there it is. So he went past there, up to a tall hill, and he buried them at the bottom of a deep, dark, underwear-proof hole. And let's see. We'll continue from right here. When he got home, Jasper crept into his dresser. They couldn't be in there. There's no way, right? He reached for the handle. He peeked in. Nothing. Just plain white. Jasper smiled and turned out the light. There was just one problem. It was really dark in there, even for a big rabbit. Jasper turned on the light. He looked at his non-glowy pair of plain white, and he knew what he had to do. What's he doing? The creepy underwear were a little muddy, but they still filled the room with that gentle greenish glow. The next day, Jasper gathered his allowance and went to the underwear store all by himself, just like a big rabbit. That night, Jasper wasn't scared at all. As he lay down to sleep, he smiled. And so did his underwear, because they had finally found somebody who wasn't scared of creepy underwear. Alright. Oh, and if you look, there's creepy carrots. So, did you get it right? Was your story the same? Did you guess what was going to happen? Because I didn't. I did not guess correctly. But it's alright. We got to write the ending to our own story, and I think that's a really cool thing to do. Now, a couple questions about that. 'Cause remember, every time we read a story, we have to ask a couple questions like, who were the characters? Who were the characters in that story? And there wasn't a whole lot of characters. And what was the setting? Remember, setting is where it happens. And there was a couple different places that they were at. So you could pick one of those places. And finally, what happened at the beginning of the story? What about the middle? And then how about what happened at the end of this story? Okay. Thank you very much for joining me to finish this story. We'll be right back in a moment. We're going to do some sentence writing. So ALD is not quite done. This is just part 1. We'll see you real soon.